Ghana has drawn a blood-red line against the vicious wave of xenophobia tearing through South Africa. Hundreds of our Ghanaian brothers and sisters, battered, broken, and betrayed, are being airlifted home like refugees from a war zone, not from some foreign enemy, but from fellow Africans. Watch that viral clip making rounds. The terminal packed with exhausted families clutching luggage and children, faces masked in fear from the long journey. And there stands Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, Ghana's no-nonsense foreign minister, in his bright yellow safety vest, microphone gripped tight, voice booming with unapologetic fire. This isn't polite diplomacy. This is a leader declaring war on the madness that's humiliating our people. My brothers and sisters, I want you all to feel at home. We are very proud to receive you. You are treasures. You are special. You are our kinsmen, and we value you, Ablakwa declared passionately, eyes locked on the returnees. Then the hammer drop. Wherever Ghanaians are, we will make sure you are protected. If you mess around with Ghanaians anywhere in the world, thinking that they are orphaned or nobody cares about them, you are mistaken. Boom. That's the shockwave Ghana just sent across Africa. No more begging, no more tolerance for black-on-black hatred. Let's cut through the noise. For weeks, anti-immigrant mobs in Johannesburg, KwaZulu-Natal, and beyond have been rampaging, burning businesses, issuing deadly deadlines like June 30th, harassing hardworking Ghanaians, Nigerians, Mozambicans, jobs stolen, properties looted, lives shattered, all while unemployment ravages South Africa. But scapegoating fellow Africans, this is pure betrayal of the Pan-African dream our forefathers died for. Over 1,500 Ghanaians registered for evacuation. First batch of nearly 300 landed, including 26 pulled from South African prisons on visa technicalities after Ghana negotiated their freedom. Second batches rolling in, with more corporate giants like businessman Ibrahim Mahama offering 100 jobs on the spot, plus telecoms Telecel and Airtel Tigo stepping up. President John Dramani Mahama isn't playing games either. He authorized presidential jets if needed, greenlit massive reintegration packages, cash allowances, transport home, psychological trauma support, job pipelines. Ablakwa made it crystal clear. President Mahama has said that he will not abandon you. He would not forsake you. This is leadership with spine. Ghana isn't just welcoming them home. They're arming them to rebuild stronger than before. But the foreign minister didn't stop at homecoming hugs. He tackled the whole rotten issue head on. Ghana has fired diplomatic missiles, formal letters demanding accountability, pushing the African Union for justice and compensation for lost properties and dignity. Legal action against South Africa is on the table. At the next AU summit, Mahama himself will roar for reparations and systemic fixes. No more isolated incidents, excuses. This xenophobia is a cancer eating the continent from within, undermining Nkrumah's vision of unity while external forces laugh. Think about the hypocrisy that should shock every African awake. Over 10,000 South Africans visited Ghana peacefully for business and tourism recently, welcomed with open arms. Yet some in SA treat Ghanaians like vermin. Enough. Ghana has suspended new registrations temporarily to process the flood humanely, but the message is loud. Our people's safety is non-negotiable.
My brothers and sisters, I want you all to feel at home. We are very proud to receive you, and we are honored to have you back in our midst. To us, you are treasures. You are special. You are our kinsmen, and we value you. Already, about 200 jobs have been secured for you. Mr. Ibrahim Mahama's engineers and planners, he has offered 100 jobs. 100 jobs. Airtel, Tigo, and Telecel, they have also reached out that they have some jobs to offer. And there are many other CEOs calling. President Mahama has said that he will not abandon you, he will not forsake you. And that is why he instructed me to petition the African Union, and at the next African Union media coordinating meeting, President Mahama is going to make a very strong case for you so that you will be compensated, so that justice will be done in this matter.
Other nations like Nigeria are watching, registering their own for potential returns. This could cascade into a continental realignment if leaders don't wake up. As a fiery Pan-African journalist who's covered the Sahel struggles, Kenya's streets, and the resource fights, my blood boils at this self-sabotage. Africans fleeing Africans, while the world exploits our divisions over minerals, debt, and influence, Ablekwa's performance here screams future president material. Decisive, compassionate, ruthless in defense of dignity. In that yellow vest, gesturing fiercely amid the crowd, he embodied the resilience we need. These returnees aren't failures. They're survivors who chased opportunities abroad, only to be chased out by hate. Now, with government muscle behind them, they'll rise again. To the returnees, welcome home, warriors. Ghana stands with you. Jobs, healing, hope. To South African authorities, investigate, prosecute the thugs, address real grievances without blood on your hands.
The challenge we have is that some people have migrated to our country irregularly and are here illegally. South Africa has a right to implement policies and measures that prevent irregular migration. Our country is committed to protect, uphold, and advance the human rights of all people in our country, whether they are citizens or foreign nationals. We are committed to honor our international obligations that deal with matters of migration. The responsibility for enforcing immigration laws rests with the state and the state alone. There have been weaknesses in the way migration has been managed in our country. There have been weaknesses in rigorous and focused enforcement. We admit that. And there have been weaknesses of corruption. There have been gaps in our systems that have undermined public confidence. South Africans are entitled to expect better. We accept that responsibility, and we are taking decisive action to correct these shortcomings. South Africans have a right to expect a state that is effective, professional, and capable of enforcing its laws. Government will accordingly take action to address the expectations of our people in dealing with the challenge of the violations of our immigration laws. I must make it clear that only the authorized government officials may act against violations of the law, including violations of our immigration laws. No other person is allowed, for example, to confront someone in the street, in the pathways of our country to demand proof of identity. We know that South Africans are not xenophobic, as there is no space for xenophobia, for racism, for sexism, for Afrophobia, or any other form of intolerance in South Africa. As communities and as a society, we must not be tempted to join those who want us to turn against people who were not born in South Africa and who are in our midst. We will and must not allow groups to use the legitimate concerns of South Africans to destabilize our country through inciting lawlessness and violence. We will act against forces who are exploiting the concerns of our people about illegal immigration to further their own political, personal, and criminal agendas. We will not be fooled or influenced by social media campaigns that spread misinformation, fake news, and lies about people who are in our country. We must be concerned that anti-foreigner sentiment is at times accompanied by tribal and ethnic slurs, insults, and attacks aimed at other South Africans. This is not acceptable. We expect foreign nationals who are here to respect our laws. We therefore need to respect them as well. But they must respect the laws of our country.
That was the fire response from South Africa, President Ramaphosa. What are your thoughts on this? Give us your thoughts.